Today, we will be honoring and celebrating changemakers. And the whole spirit of this festival is that sometimes you'll see really famous people on this stage honoring others whom you may not know as well, but today you will get to know them. So to honor Parv Kaur, but also to welcome our first superstar speaker, put your hands together for Rashmika Mandanna. Let's give it up louder. Let Rashmika feel the love. Hello. So good to see you. Come on here. Can I request both the lovely ladies to come here in the middle of the stage? So first, it is Rashmika's first ever trip to London. And I am not hearing a loud enough welcome. Can you imagine this superstar, one of India's highest paid, if not the highest paid female actor, known as the blockbuster queen? I'm like, will you come to London? She said, I've never come to London. I'm like, we have to change that now. So let's welcome her again, like in properly. And before we get the conversation going, can I have the first Changemaker Award on stage that I'm going to request Rashmika to present to Parv Kaur, who is a female dhol player. Yes. And Rashmika is going to do this, the honors, and present it to Parv. Come on, guys, show some love. I think everybody wants one photo. You have to keep clapping. You can't stop. Thank you. Parv, thank you so much. Thank you. Come, Rashmika.
Welcome to London, Rashmika.
Okay, guys. How about I get to do? Can you hear me? Okay, 1 minute. I think they can't hear you.
Is this good enough?
Yes.
Yeah, working?
I think she's just a little soft-spoken and overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, I really am. It's such a lovely crowd. Thank you so much for being a part of this whole grand gesture. Thank you.
Okay, so because it's her first trip, I want you to make her feel extra welcome. So how are we going to do that?
Oxford Street shopping.
What? What?
Dance, shopping.
That dance, shopping, all that later. I think we can just clap really loudly one more time.
Thank you so much. Really, thank you.
Welcome, Rashmika, to We the Women. Welcome
Thank you,
to London.
ma'am. Thank you. I am here because of you, so thank you for bringing me here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming all the way. I know you have film shoots on. I know you have a new release. You had one release last week. You have a new look out, which you can look up on social media. I mean, you know, Rashmika looks like sort of peaches and cream, like this gentle young girl, but you should actually look up her new look. It's just the opposite of the young woman we see on stage right now. And that's what being a fantastic actor is all about, right? So, Rashmika, let's start with you being the daughter of what you have often called middle-class parents.
Yes.
You did your bachelor's in journalism, psychology, and English literature.
Yes.
You almost became me, but then thankfully you became you.
Oh, it would have been lovely either way. So
No,
I'm really
you're a star, and we're all so proud of you. Tell me this, how does somebody with no godfathers in the industry, no exposure to the film industry, literally middle-class family, I know you win the fresh face competition and so on, but how do you even think of movies? And how did, you know, we just had Parv, and she said, when I told my family I want to play the dhol, they were like, have you gone mad? So when you get your first audition, and you're paid 25,000 rupees, the princely sum of 25,000 rupees as a sign-up check, and you call your parents and you say, I've got an offer. What did they say?
As in, I think in South Indian families, what happens is, back in the day at least, this whole concept of entering the film industry was like a wrong thing to do somehow, because I feel like they didn't have the right knowledge as to understanding how film industries really work. And my parents, of course, because I was the only child till I was 16.
Yeah, and then you have a younger sister.
I have a younger sister who's like 13 years old today. we have like a 16-year
Wow.
age gap between us. So
Yeah.
she's like a little baby to me. But because I'm the only girl that they had, so they were like super possessive of me. So they didn't want me making any wrong choices in their terms, and they did their best to protect me in, with the best of knowledge
What
that
did
they
they want
had.
you to do?
They wanted me.
Say
My
be a
dad.
journalist. Say be a journalist. No, honestly,
actually,
what did they want you to do?
my dad has a business back in Coog.
In
and-
coffee?
No, we actually have a wedding hall.
Ah.
Yeah, so he's into hotel management.
Okay.
And he wanted me to go back and help him with his business. But like obviously the destiny had something else planned for
Yeah.
me, and here I am. But I'm very, very grateful that I'm getting to be here today and speak to all of you. Thank you. I feel really honored.
When you clap, you have to show that this is the best audience ever, and it claps the loudest ever. So when you clap, you've got to do it like end to end, right? Thank
I
you.
feel really special, guys. Thank you. So I remember the conversations back home during when I got my first paycheck weren't easy because, in Cook community, again, nobody's ever entered film industry. I think I'm the first one in
Yeah.
our whole community to have entered the industry.
Were people judgy?
Extremely, but also I somehow, since back then itself, wouldn't give a lot of thought into what other people said about me. I don't know. I think it's just given in a personality. But yeah, conversations were like, "Are you sure?" Once you
By
get
the way,
into
we
it,
have pictures on of a younger you. I
my
don't know if you
God.
can see it on the monitor there. And guys, their monitor is up there also, so you can have a look. How old are you there? You think you know? Okay,
I
that
don't
went away
remember.
too quickly. But young Rashmika.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think around the 4th or the 5th grade. I think so. I'm not too sure.
So the community is getting all judgy, but you are determined that you're going to do what you want to. Are you scared that with no sort of family links to the industry, in an industry where nepotism is such a big debate, right? That this is going to be really tough for you?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I do. I just put my head down and I keep working. I don't know what's going to happen with each of my films. I don't know what the reaction to all my films are going to be like. I don't know what the reaction to each of these characters are going to be like. But I know that I just need to keep working. I just need to keep going like a rocket and not stop. And that's what I've done over
Rashmika
the
Rocket.
last.
I think we should brand that, right? Rashmika Rocket. How do you like that?
As in, like, the way I've been welcomed in different industries, different languages, with my first film being Kirik Party, which I was offered.
25,000 rupees. You still have your
Yes.
first check?
No, I like that.
You spent it.
You know,
Can I ask you
honestly-
what did you buy with your first paycheck?
I gave it to my parents. I didn't know what to do with it because I was like, now I have a check in hand. I don't even know how to deposit this because, of course, your parents are taking care of all your money and they're giving you
Yeah.
pocket monies and everything, right? So you don't know what to do with the check. I'm like, okay. And I, by then, hadn't even told my mom and dad that I was going and auditioning and I was thinking about film industry. So I was like hiding that fact. But suddenly I got accepted into this film and I have a paycheck and I'm like, Mama, I need to tell you something. Okay, don't get mad at me, please. But here's a film that I'm doing. And she's like, what is wrong with you? Like, how can you just accept paychecks from,
Someone you
we
don't know.
And then there was like a whole debate at home. But my parents also, wanted to support me in doing what I wanted to do. And I didn't even know acting was something that I wanted to do. But I didn't want to miss out on this opportunity. So I was thinking, okay, one film and out.
So what is your favorite Rashmika film, guys? Pushpa. Pushpa and Srivali is what we are hearing. Who said that? You?
Chava. Hey!
Okay. Can you, the girl in the green, can you stand up and go for me to the mics? Is there one on your side too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you go there and tell me what you like about Rashmika and which of her films you like the most. Go for it. Tell us your name.
My name is Sampada.
Hi.
Rashmika, I've seen your movie Geeta Govindam.
Thank you.
And that was my second movie watching of Vijay Devarkonda because I like Pelli Chupulu.
Yeah.
I mean, you're deliberately mentioning Vijay, right? you're trying to convert my very serious conversation into some gossip conversation. Shame on you.
Absolutely not.
Joking. Keep going. Yeah.
But what I loved about Rashmika seeing is the aesthetics. The aesthetics you bring to the screen, they're so beautiful and I love it. And on my TikTok For You page, they're like South Indian aesthetics and there's one picture of Rashmika and I'm like, yeah.
So I think we might have one track from Pushpa. Are we going to ask Rashmika to?
Yes, please.
Oh, shit.
Don't have it yet. I'll let you know if we have it. Thanks for that. Let's keep the conversation going here. You go from being this girl who gets scolded by mummy for saying yes to a film offer to being one of India's highest paid actors, men or women. Actually, I don't even want to say female stars. You're one of India's highest paid actors. How do you stop money from changing you?
It doesn't really get to me. This is something that I've had multiple conversations with my friends because I have friends from back school. And constantly I've been hearing this thing where, when you get the fame and the success, you tend to change. Mm-hmm. And I don't really agree with that. All my friends from back school, they in fact suggest that I change today. They're like, listen, life is going to get really hard.
You need to be star-like.
Yeah, because they're like, how are you able to handle this, going into multiple languages, going into multiple industries and working like this, but you're still you. And somewhere, I don't know, I just find it so much harder to change personalities rather than, just like I truly believe in being kind, being nice. I think that's just me, and that there's no pretense in that. I just feel like that's my way of life, and today I have the privilege of, staying true to who I really am. And I really think that, not many people are given that chance. We always have to be like water trying to fit into different, shapes of vessels. But I didn't really have to do that.
Is nepotism... Okay, let me see how the audience perceives it first. Do you guys think nepotism is a real thing in the industry? If you do, raise your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands and keep them up so my cameras can pick this shot up, right? So that's like what, 80% of this hall actually thinks nepotism is a thing. Now, if nepotism is a thing, how much did you have to battle it?
I wouldn't call that a battle, ma'am. I just feel like tomorrow, if I were to have kids and they made a choice of wanting to enter the industry, they will want, as in I, as a mother, will help them get into the industry. So that is a privilege that the kids who have support like that, it is a privilege to them, but also once you enter the industry, if you're not strong in your own craft and your own talent, you will not sustain. So it might be like, it might be a easier first push, but to make a name and sustain what you have started, that's an entirely different battle. Like,
what do you remember being your toughest moment to get to this point of being the Rashmika Mandanna?
I feel like maintaining the success. Like, for men, I feel like it's about getting to that success. But for women, it's like we get to that success, but to maintain it, that is the real battle.
I'll share a little story. I was once interviewing Hillary Clinton. And Hillary Clinton was then Secretary of State of the United States of America. And I said, what's the toughest thing about being you? And she said, I learned that if you're a woman who's successful and you're in the public eye, you have to grow a skin as thick as the hide of a rhinoceros. Because once you're successful, you'll get a lot of love, but you'll also get a lot of scrutiny, a lot of hate. And that, to the point that you made, that you get there, but staying there can sometimes actually not be a joyride but be quite harsh. Have you had that experience that, everybody and their aunt will have an opinion on you, they'll troll you, they'll write it, but on your social media pages, they'll all have an opinion on how you look, what you weigh, body size, color of skin, personal life.
Yes.
You had a broken relationship that was written about in media. You have an ongoing relationship that's written about in media. Everybody makes your life their business, and you're a woman, and you're a young woman.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have all kinds of opinion. To talk about that journey, that struggle, those moments when sometimes it feels very harsh, very cruel.
Well, I feel like we do live in a society where everyone has an opinion, and everyone having an opinion is being celebrated about. So I just believe that I signed up for this. I signed up for being a public figure, and now I cannot choose for people to write only the good stuff about me. I'm okay.
That's truly democratic, right? Yeah.
I'm okay that people write the bad stuff or not so great stuff about me. I'm okay with it because I know that I signed up for it. But at the same time, I just feel like how, like you rightly said, once you become an actor, once you're in the success, it's not a joyful ride. And I can agree with you on that because even today, despite of having the success or the number my film makes and all of that background, I still am having to fight for every film that I get. There are some films that
We have some of those pictures up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened.
That also happened.
That
yeah.
also happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like today, we are all having to fight for the films that we are getting and you want to get.
Yeah.
It's a constant battle. Nothing is going to be easy, and that's just the way of life.
So I'm going to come to your most controversial film. You can say it louder. Okay. Super success, highly debated, highly controversial. There are those who argue that cinema has to allow for characters that are not likable. And there are those who found the movie very disturbing, very misogynistic. I want you now, with some space between the success of the film, the noise around it, to tell me how you saw it.
I saw the film as a film. Like for me, example, if I were to give an example, when a hero is smoking on screen, like people smoke every day. Like it's become a normal in the society. Now, if you're saying that the hero is influencing the audience to smoke, or maybe like if the hero on screen don't smoke, it's not necessarily that people are not going to smoke as well. It's like I just watch a film as a film. I don't like go to a film to sort of influence me in any way. If the heroine is smoking, it's not like I'm going to go and start
So
smoking.
you're saying
So
that
it's
this burden on cinema that, like, you are responsible for shaping minds is misplaced?
Well-
Are there any roles or anything you would not do
well,
for the role?
for the role, like I personally would never smoke on screen. Or
Okay.
personally, like I just don't like this whole concept of smoking. But that's my personal
Sure.
opinion, which I would like to keep it to myself. And if someone for a character comes and asks me that she needs to do this, I'll be like, I might have to let this film go.
Yeah.
Because
I think we
that's-
have clips from the sets, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just treat a film as a film. Now, when I personally choose to do a film, at least the character that I have control over, I will play it a certain way for my personal beliefs. But if I'm a part of an animal, I will still say, go watch a film as a film. Now, if you're someone who's going to get influenced by, the film, then watch your kind of films.
Yeah.
Like nobody is forcing anybody to go and watch every film. If that was the case, every film would be blockbusters today.
And also, I think there's a kind of cancel culture that I'm not comfortable with. I mean, I think we're allowed to not like a character. I think we're allowed to talk about representation, but to ask actors not to do certain roles, I mean, think of Tarantino. I mean, no Tarantino film would ever get made. Billy Bob Thornton would be out of work. I am going to take one question if anybody has on Animal specifically, because it's been so spoken about, so highly debated. Anybody here? Yes. Can I just request you, as we're talking, to go to the mic? The reason we have to do this is there's so many of you, so the ushers actually can't reach you in time. As she's walking up to the mic, were you taken aback by the debate around
Not really,
around it?
ma'am. See, there are gray characters in each one of us. We're never black and white. We have gray in us. It's just Sandeep Reddy just spoke about a messed up character. That's about it. And seems to me that people have celebrated it because it's made the numbers. So I didn't really take it as something that I have to get disturbed about this whole conversation. No, I was like, we made this film. It's worked. People like it. People dislike it. It's their own personal thing. Like, we have just made a cinema, and I just think people should just go and watch a film for the film and not really judge the actor playing these characters.
Like, don't literalize it.
Yeah,
basically.
it's
Yeah.
acting for a reason. We are pretending on screen, you know.
Yeah.
Like, our personality is different. The actors are different. So,
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Rajvinder.
Go ahead.
Welcome to London, Rashmika.
thank you, ma'am.
The question I have is, now Animal was a big success. What was the most challenging thing did you find in that movie that you would like to share with us?
Challenging thing.
Like to get into that character, maybe? Was that challenging to like Ranbir after that character? I mean,
Yeah, probably.
how utterly unlikable was his character? Ranbir is lovely. I love Ranbir. The character. I'm not confusing the actor with the character. But go ahead. Yeah.
Performance, getting into the skin of the character, I think I'm someone who completely surrenders to the directors I work with. And that's exactly why I'm being appreciated for my performance in these different characters that I'm doing. But the toughest thing for me was having to do that confrontation scene in like one shot.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Yay!
Okay. Anybody else with a question on Animal? I saw yeah, in the red. Can you just help us get to the mic? While we're doing that, there's been this huge debate around Deepika Padukone losing a film because she asked for flexi working hours, and it is reported more money. I actually want to talk about money, and we'll come to Deepika later. As one of India's highest paid female actors, do you think we're at a point where men and women finally have pay parity, or is it still a struggle?
Well, when you say the most paid, I don't think I am.
One of the top.
One of the top. Also, I don't think I am.
Really?
Yeah. Because today, as I have 4 more films starting to roll, I know the conversations that I have with them personally. And it's always a debate, personal debate, about do you want to get paid or do you want to get the respect for doing these characters? That's a constant battle because we all have bills to pay. We have a lot of, people who's working like in this village of ours that we have to pay salaries to. But at the same time, there are so many people who are making the films who say, okay, fine, you know what, the budget is tight, so we really have to cut short on the remuneration. So would you be still open to? So now, for the love that I'm receiving from the audience, I'm still like, you know what, I will
Forgo the fight over the money.
Yeah, I will let that go. I will pay it from my pocket. It's fine. But I want to do this film for my audience.
But hold that thought there. I find, I don't like generally cliches about men are like this and women are like this, but my lived experience tells me that we as women are really bad at one thing, and I'm going to ask you to raise your hands if you agree with me. You just heard her say, she said, I'll pay this from my own pocket, but I really want to do this film. We tend to come from this mindset where women think our work will speak for itself.
It doesn't.
Are we, those of us who are still shy about asking for more money, raise your hand. Raise your hand, I want to see that. That's at least like, so I see somebody here, so many, I want to hear from you. Can I ask you to come on stage? And then, ma'am here also. One at a time. So why don't you come? Come and sit next to me. So Rashmika just said, I'll pay for it myself. Does that happen to you? Are you apologetic or defensive about money?
I am. Right now, I'm dependent. Right now, like I'm not independent right now. But
What do you do?
still,
What
like, I'm
What do you do, or what do you want to do?
So I'm building my own fashion label. I'm based in Mumbai, so I'm building that at the moment. Yeah, that's so excited for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm still dependent on my family, and I'm very hesitant when it comes to asking for money. And I'm actually, I have that sort of hunger where I want to start like making my own money, and there's a lot I put on the side. And I've just put it on the side thinking that I'll only buy it when it's my own money.
Right.
So, yeah.
So can I also ask you to come on, and I'm going to ask you to jump off, but meanwhile I'm going to ask you, are you defensive or apologetic about asking for more money?
Well, it depends on each project, honestly. When I feel like I am doing, hi ma'am, when I am having to give my everything, depends on the number of working days, honestly. When I have 100 days of like full-on work going, then I will expect a certain amount because it's those 100 days and I
But do you
can't do
negotiate
anything
hard,
else.
or are you like squeamish about that? Or do you need someone else to do it?
Well, someone else to do it. I can't have this conversation. I'm
Is it
terrible
because
with money
is
conversations.
it because we came from middle class roots, or is it because we're women, or is it both?
I think...
I heard someone say both. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, ma'am. See, since the beginning, I've never been great with having money conversations. But also, when you see this kind of money coming from that kind of money, this is already massive. So I feel like I'm so grateful for getting what I'm getting today.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that is...
But then that's also like this, right? Like that's also a female mindset. Oh, I mean, I never thought, like I'll tell you, my first salary was 8,000 rupees. And when I got 8,000 rupees, I said, oh my God, I never thought I would get 8,000 rupees. I'm so grateful I have 8,000 rupees. So tell me about yourself.
I've
What's your name?
Yamini.
Yeah.
I've trained as a garden designer. So, first job, you're thinking, is somebody really going to hire me? Maybe I should reduce my prices. And you're thinking, should it be like the bare minimum? Am I going to make any money off this project? What should I do? You really lower your prices to get your foot in the door.
And is that a female thing, or is that like everybody's struggle?
I think mostly women struggle with that. I don't know.
Do you all relate to
men.
this? Huh?
I think it's everyone.
The men are trying to say, hey, this happens to us too. Okay, can I ask you to step off, because I see ma'am here. Let's bring her up. And then I know, I haven't forgotten you. Your red is impossible to ignore, so I'm going to come to you. But Rashmika really touched a nerve here, and I think you opened up something. So if you don't mind, I want some of these, because where else are they going to get a chance to sit with Rashmika on stage, right? Ma'am, your name?
Veera.
So tell us about yourself. And why you raised your hand when I said, are women defensive about money?
Well, I have worked when I was younger, and every time I thought I deserved more, I didn't get what I thought I deserved. And the point was, how do I ask for more? Because here I am, they feel that this is what I deserve and this is what they're paying me. But again, they thought that she needs the job. So
I think that's a really important point, that it comes down to people thinking the woman really needs the job. You know, how do you see it changing at all?
yes, I think the younger generation is more vocal about it. And
Okay, I'm going to thank you, ma'am, for sharing that input. And I'm going to take one more question there, and then we'll keep our conversation going. Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Rashmika.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
So my question was about the animal movie. So that's
Yeah,
what Barkha
let's-
called me.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, we went somewhere else with that, right?
yeah, exactly. I was thinking, will I remember the question? I was also going into that conversation about the money part.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the question was that will you accept anybody like character in Animal, which Ranveer Kapoor played,
In your life?
in your life?
In my
And
life.
will you suggest any
Interesting.
women to accept such role character in their life?
Very interesting. You know what? I actually have an answer to that, because I truly believe that if you love someone and someone loves you, the changes will happen.
You actually think you can change people?
I actually think.
You know that that's a young and romantic idea.
No, ma'am. No, I will tell you why.
Nobody changes.
No. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
the
why.
older women in this hall are going, nobody changes.
No, I'll tell you why. I said that statement is because, like, example, when you grow up with your partner or someone from a younger age, you're still forming a personality. Yes. You still are figuring out what you like and what you don't like. And when you grow up together, like suddenly when you remember, your best friend or your partner being a certain way, back in that, like, maybe a decade earlier, suddenly to the person who they are today, you're just like, do you remember how
different it was?
Yeah, and today, do you realize how much we've changed together? Like, I feel like the changes can be made, but only, maybe I'm just talking about those miracle, like, partners or situations. I don't know.
Women here in 30s.
Exceptions, thank you.
Yeah,
women,
say.
Yeah, women sitting here in 30s and 40s will definitely believe that you cannot change a man.
Okay, after this, since I promised an inclusive space for the men, after this we are going to hear the male perspective. But let's have a show of hands across genders. Do you believe you can change a person you love? Raise your hands if you can. Okay. Can I ask you to come on stage? We haven't had a man on stage. Let's give a round of applause for the first man on stage. All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Keshav Singhal. I'm an orthopedic surgeon.
Okay. And are you from here?
I'm from Cardiff.
From Cardiff. So you raised your hand and said that people can actually change people that they love.
Absolutely.
So give us an example.
The example is from my marriage and from my parents'
Is your wife
marriage.
here?
No.
So we can't test this theory, but go on.
Well, I mean, she has changed me.
Yeah.
And I think women actually have a great power of influencing their men, positively as well as negatively. I believe in my case, it's been a very positive experience. She has tempered me, she has encouraged me, she has stood like a rock behind me. And I see that if the women is not perhaps in the same page as the men, then it can be a destructive influence.
So, what were you like that your wife has changed about you positively?
Well, I say she has tamed me.
Tamed you? Nah. You'll have to do better than that.
Well, she has controlled my temper.
I hope you didn't take it out on her.
No, never. but I think she has a great perspective, things that I may not see with a male mind. And I think women are much more intuitive. They can actually see beyond the obvious. And I think that's where she has helped me.
Thank you for sharing that. A round of applause. I want to come back to you. I just wanted to take that segue because I think one of the things about this festival that we try and do is to give you also a moment that that you'll get to talk to your fans directly. Here's my question. Let's go back to the question you ducked on Deepika.
I did not duck.
No, joking. I'm kidding. It's a larger debate. It's not about individuals. I personally believe that men and women in any workspace, if they're parents, men also, should have flexible hours when they're young parents. I believe in family leave, not maternity leave, because I believe that men should be encouraged to be hands-on fathers. So for me, the debate is not around Deepika. It's actually not even around women. It's just how do you manage the rest of your life with your work life, and is that a flexibility that needs to extend to both men and women? Or are there certain professions that aren't, like, I'll give you my profession. I don't have a structured profession. I was in New York and a terror attack took place. I flew back. I was somewhere else and the Air India plane crashed and I flew back. So we understand that we sign up for a non-work-life balanced life. We choose that because we love our work and we make that choice. So it's not a gendered debate. I'm just asking you about this debate ongoing in your industry right now about flexible hours, and is that something that both men and women should have the right to?
Well, I do work in multiple industries, which is, for example, in the South, keep it Telugu industry or Kannada industry or Tamil industry, we work 9 to 6. Like it's our office going hours. We just work 9 to 6 and we come back home, we work out, we spend time with family, and we, go to sleep and head to the shoot the next day. Now, in Hindi, I've realized it's a 9 to 9. It's 12 working hours. So now, me as an actor, I am open to both of these working hours because this is what my film requires.
Yeah.
But, like, of course, now today the whole country is debating about flexible hours and everything, but that is up for discussion amongst the teams and figure out, if the team is working for 9 to 6 or 9 to 9, it's their personal choices. So that's what I believe in. I feel like every firm have to have that discussion and be open to how many hours in the day they want to work, because some firms, you can start 9 to 9, but actually carries on till the next day 9 p.m. So you're working like 36 hours, 48 hours. There are actually firms who work these round the clock,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty normal. So, like today, when the debate is going on, I know that a lot of people are having opinions on it, and it is rightly to do so that you've gone and asked your director, okay, this is the time frame I want to work in. Can we do this? And of course, it's their personal conversations. It's their personal debate.
Yeah.
But just to throw a little light on these things, there are much worse scenarios happening where you're like working 2-3 days without going home and, without having that reset of like a little nap and everything. It's very normal.
Yeah.
So,
and it happens for the medical fraternity. It happens, I think, for reporters.
Exactly.
It happens in movies. And I personally think that if you want a very flexible life, you choose your profession based on that. Personally, that's my personal
and
opinion.
also have these conversations. Be open to having these conversations. If I want some, like example, if it's 9 to 9 and they push it to 9 to 12 in the middle of the night, I'll go and tell my directors that, sir, I really had some other meeting post 9 p.m. So please, can you let me go for that? And it's open for discussion. It's not like, okay, this is the only way to do things. This is the only way things work. It's not that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which of your characters would you most like to go on a holiday with?
This is like, wait, the
I know.
conversation was going like this and suddenly...
It has to be an element of surprise, right?
Well, I think Lily, dear comrade, I get to play cricket with her, so that's great.
Do you follow cricket?
Not to the T, but I do love the sport.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hadn't been an actor, what would you have been?
Well, I'm very fascinated with human psychology.
You studied psychology?
Yes, I did. And that's where I found this fascination for human psychology. And I love getting to know different people. I just feel like all of us are so unique in our own ways and so fascinating in our own ways that it just excites me.
Yeah. If there's one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be?
Well, I wish I could say no more often.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
What have you said yes to that you regret?
Well, I don't know. A lot of things very recently.
What can you share, for example?
So after this air crash, I've been really having this anxiety inside me because I'm on a flight literally every day.
Sure.
And that just takes a toll on you in some way. A little turbulence happens and you're like, Swami, 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 I hope I make it, I hope I make it. It's gone to that, guys, really bad. So I feel like I wish I had taken the things I've planned for the next 3 months, which is like a lot. I can't, it's a lot, guys. So I wish I had cut back on those things a bit. Yeah.
And how do you feel about your personal life playing out in public?
I think that's the love that I receive, but also with love comes the interest about you as a
So
personality.
do you have a message for Vijay?
Hi. I hope you're having a good day today.
That's very formal.
Well,
Thoda to aur kuch.
कुछ नहीं है.
Kuch to aur. I mean, you've got to give him a better message than that through our platform.
All the best for everything that you're doing today. I don't know.
All right, that's just me taking your trip. Listen, before we honor you and we let you go, what is your advice to young girls like yourself who are anywhere, who are not necessarily connected to the industry that they see for themselves? What's the one thing you'd say to young girls and young women everywhere?
Young girls, boys, women, men out there. I'm someone who came from a small town called Coorg, and I am in London talking to Barkha ma'am and talking to this lovely audience. And if I have been able to do this, then trust me, anyone is capable of doing whatever you choose to do in life. So keep that dream going.
Thank you. Now, I had promised you one track, and I'm going to allow just one die-hard fan on stage. It's going to be one. It's going to be only one, and it's going to be no. Hang on. It's going to be this woman here. Come on up, and I'll do just one. One, please, please, please. You have to respect my rules here. Come on up. And the man. All right, hang on. One man. No, please. Okay, hang on. Okay, these are the moments. I think she missed, her family missed that photo. You have to give her another hug.
Okay, come here.
Oh my God, and he's he's shivering.
My God. Oh, thank you so
And we
much.
are ready.
Very, very huge friend of you.
Okay,
And you're being so
okay. Calm down, breathe. And here we go. We're ready? Okay, guys. Go for it.
जो कहता है बीवी तेरी हूँ लगता है सामे मोर सामे मैं सामी जो कहती हूँ मर्द मेरा तू लगता है सामे मोर सामे तेरे पीछे चलूं जैसे
Come on.
तेरे पीछे चलूं जैसे मंदिर की सीढ़ी पे चढ़ूं सामे तेरे बगल बैठूं ऐसे जैसे शिव के बगल गौरी मोर सामे ओ डगर जहाँ तेरी नजर ले जाए रे प्रेम नगर सामे ऐसा मैं अरे सामे आजा सामे बलम सामे परम सामे सनम सामे अरे सामे आजा सामे
Thank you.
Really nice to give you the opportunity.
Thank you. And it is time. How did you feel about that?
So nice, guys. Such a lovely time I've spent with all of you. Thank you so much.
But we're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
We are today honoring the change makers of 2025. Rashmika has been the blockbuster queen, the national crush, now the international crush. Can we please have on stage our trophy? And the trophy is just coming on. And I don't know if Ritu is here. Is she here? Is Ritu here? Okay, well, Subodh is here. This is Subodh Gupta, one of the world's best-known artists. Let's hear it up for him. And Bharti's here, and I'm going to request them and me to present Rashmika this trophy. Can I? Can we please have the honors here? Okay, you have to look there. Before everybody goes, I want to read out the citation. Rashmika Mandanna, blockbuster queen, rewrites the rules, right? So can we send her off with some love? Thank you. We'll catch up, yeah? This way.